Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. My name is Muhammad Syauqi Kamal. My group member are Anas Faruqi and Muhammad Shafiq. Today we would like to explain about Lab 5 wave. So this is the procedure for Lab 5. So the first procedure is predict the properties of wave. So in a wave, it have amplitude, wavelength, period and frequency. So the second procedure is compare and contrast the behavior of wave with different damping and tension and condition. So if there are no damping and the tension are high for the no end condition, the wave produced will bigger. Meanwhile, if there are damping and tension are low, the wave produced are smaller. So the third procedure is identify the characteristic of wave that are variable and what are their effect. So the first characteristic is the amplitude decreases with an increase in wave frequency. The amplitude increases as the frequency wave decreases. The second is wave with a higher frequency have a shorter wavelength while the lower frequency has a longer wavelength. So next, Anas.
Sorry, madam. So, for the first example that we got, show show how a wave travel indefinitely. The wave travel indefinitely when the damping is low while the tension is between low or high, no end condition. Okay. So the first example, if the damping is low and the tension is low, the frequency is low and the wavelength is low also. Okay, so the second example is if the damping is low and the tension is high, you can see the wavelength is higher than before. And so we go to the next. If we set the into a high frequency, we can see the wavelength is low. Okay, next. If we set the frequency into low, so the wavelength is higher. If we set the low amplitude value, you can see value the the value of peak is low. The value of crest also low. Okay. Now if we set the amplitude is high, you can see the wave is become higher. The y value is higher. Okay. So next. Okay. Muhammad Syaafiq, you may proceed now.
Oh, thank you, Anas. So, so Assalamualaikum and Happy New Year, Minter. So, I will show to you the calculation. Okay, so from this picture, we can see the amplitude is 1.25 and frequency is 1.35 Hz and the wavelength is 4.8 centimeter. So we will find speed, that is C. C is equal to wavelength times with frequency. So we can get the wavelength that is 4.8 centimeter times by 1.35 Hz. So the answer we get is 6.48 centimeter per second. Then I will explain a little bit about this experiment with real world experience. So we can see the wave in real world experience by hear sirens of ambulance. This is because the longer the distance of receiver from the source, the lower frequency that we can get. The air resistance on surrounding is one of example of the damping example. So next I will explain about phenomenon that's called resonance. Resonance is defined the enhanced influence of amplitude that occurs when the frequency of force applied continuously is equal to or close to the normal frequency of the unit on which it operates. Energy flows from one oscillator to the next in a waveform. In some example, the system may pulse at certain frequency, generating standing wave at fixed position with large amplitude oscillation. So uh, that's all from me. So Anas or Shoki, do you have any information you want to add?
No, 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 no. Thank
No,
you.
that's all from us. Thank you and Happy New Year.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
Miyamida.
Arigato gozaimasu.